Hey guys, welcome back to another video here today. Welcome to my shrimp rack. I still don't have a name for it just yet, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing great, doing wonderful on this day or night, depending on your time. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on my Caridina update, or new tank, I should say. If you watched my previous video, my short that I made on the update on the move on my Caridinas to the new tank. So initially they were in this tank here, and it was fully planted with crazy overgrown with plants. I had a whole bunch of boosts in there, bucephalandras. Apologize if I didn't say that correctly. I know there's different ways to say bucephalandras, but that's how I'm gonna say it. My main idea when I built this tank was to just make it purely only bucephalandras in here, and in the foreground at least, and in the background I put some cryptocoryns. I don't know exactly which ones, but I did put some in the back, and that's about it. It was mostly consist of bucephalandras though, and they were there for about a month. So I'm probably gonna post an overlay on how it used to look like, and you can see that how overgrown this tank was. And lately I've been seeing a couple of shrimps dying here, so I really needed it to move these shrimps over, because I didn't do any like full cleaning on this tank, just because it wasn't an easy thing to do. As you saw in the video, it was fully overgrown of everything, so I didn't really have a chance to do anything with it. All I did was just do a top up, and initially at the beginning they were popping off with lots of babies and everything, so I didn't really do much about it. They were doing just fine, and they're still doing just fine. They're in that tank now, which I'm about to show you guys in a little bit. But yeah, moved all the other stuff here, and I moved them into this new tank the same day. And the way that I did that was to make this tank be fully cycled by using the same pump. I used some of the same wood, and I used previously some of the gravel from here, and I put it over here, and I overlaid it with new gravel on top of it. So this tank ended up being fully cycled right away, instantly. But I didn't put them in here right away. I probably waited a couple hours just to make sure, all the bacteria was everywhere, all over the tank. So yeah. So the same pump, about a few, the bottom layer, I added a previous gravel, and I used the same wood over here. This is not going to be gonna be here forever, the wood, because it doesn't look that great, I guess. Or maybe it does. I kind of am liking it now. It looks pretty interesting, right? It just doesn't have any of the boosts that it used to have. When I took most of them out, and I'm gonna start propagating those bucephalandras, and let's see how that goes. But I am loving how this tank looks though. It is like super clear of water. The water is super clear, and I know that's not how you usually do when you're doing Caridinas. You want to make sure the walls are green and making sure the babies have food all the time. But I've been owning these Caridinas for over a year, so they were on this tank for over a year in there, and I never had green walls with on that tank. I never put too much focus, right? And technically, you kind of do want to put too much focus, because Caridina is a little bit more fragile than the Neos, right? But I didn't put too much focus on these guys, and they were popping off, and they were doing just fine. But yeah, I moved them over here. I tested out the pH. Let me get the pH over here. I tested it out, and it's yellow. So that's kind of like a really low pH level. It's below 6 for sure. So I did definitely put some of the Indian almond leaves over here, some of the what do you guys call these? Alder cones. And yeah, and they're just doing just fine. And I did put another pump in the back, the double sponge filter. Eventually that's gonna be the final filter. But I'm just putting in this pump for now temporarily until the other pump is fully cycled and has all the bacteria on it already. And then I'll remove this one. I'll probably keep it here for about a month or maybe a couple of weeks. But yeah, that's how I ended up moving them over here. I really enjoy that I did this because I actually can see my Caridinas now, all the different types. There's different types here. There's definitely blue bolts. I initially, when I don't think I ever made a video on this, right? When I got my Caridinas. So when I bought my Caridinas, I bought Black Galaxy fish bones. I got blue bolts, high grade blue bolts. I got fancy reds and Red Galaxy pintos. Is it Red Galaxy fish bones? I don't remember, but yeah. So these are babies, newer generations of them. So they were probably interbreeding with each other for sure. So which is why it's not going to be fully 100% blue bolts over here. There's probably some that probably will be, and probably you will see some fishbone Caridinas in here. But and there are some that I actually don't know what they are anymore, because they like this one over here. This little guy over here is probably too far now, but he's kind of like white body-ish, but it has a like orange tint on it, and it's super. I've never seen anybody with this Caridinas, but I mean, I don't really care if it's popular or not or very expensive or not. It looks super awesome to me, and that's basically that's all that matters, right? If you enjoy it, looking at them, and if you think they're beautiful and all that. So, but yeah, I have a whole bunch of them over here. If it can focus, hold on, let me see if it can focus. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus over here, guys. There we go. So you see some blue bolts over there. There's like a really dark blue bolt over here. Galaxy, a Black Galaxy over here. And it's a mama. I saw some eggs in her already. I believe she's a mama. And there's another blue bolt mama over here. I think it's the one that's right in the center that I'm pointing the camera on, right behind the Black Galaxy. I believe she's on the mama. So we have a few mamas over here. And yeah, they're just doing just great. And we have some on top of this filter over here eating. And I do have a mono shrimp over here, as you can see right behind. He actually enjoys it up here. He's been staying there ever since I moved them over here. I saw him go down when I fed them. As you can see, I fed them a pellet over here. He ended up going down and grabbing a piece of it, and he ended up going all the way up here and started eating it. And he just enjoys it up here for some reason. He's been chilling. I am really enjoying these tanks so much, but they're not going to be here forever though. My plan eventually is to, once my other two tanks are in a good spot, I'm going to move all my blue bolts and all different grades into one tank. And end of fishbone, the Black Galaxy fishbones, that I'm going to move into the other tank. And eventually I'm going to have this tank that I'm going to be moving them to. Probably the fancy red over here, maybe. I don't have too much fancy reds though. Well, I don't even know how much reds I have, or at least Red Galaxy pintos. I gotta check that up and see how they're doing. But yeah, they've just been doing it. But the mamas are so big though. There's a few mamas here that are really huge, and all here for. And we have some babies over here. Look at this side over here. Look at them. Beautiful little shrimpy over here. And, oh yeah, the mama's over there. You can see the eggs in here, right on that. It's a little blurry though, sadly, but she's the mama over there, the blue bolt that's going all the way over there. Cool. Yeah, that's about it, guys. That's my update on my Caridinas. I do have so I do have other Caridinas as well, and I haven't really told you guys about it, but they've been on these bases over here. So there's a base over here that's pretty small, and there's another base back here. Hold on, let me see if I can turn this light over here real quick, just temporarily. Maybe that'll help it out a little bit. There we go. So I do have it here. This has a entire base has green walls on it. I didn't try to make the green walls at all. It just happened. And we have some over here. The red galaxies under the fancy reds are in here, and they're popping off. There's a few babies in here already. Yeah, you can see one over here barely. I apologize, a little bit dark, but you can see them right there. And there's some more in there. And I do have some in here. They're black pintos, which I never actually bought them before. There were some of the babies that came from here. Oh, see, there's a baby here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, over here. It's a baby. I think that's a black pinto too. Yeah, for some reason, some of the babies over here, they'll be having a lot of black pintos. Or at least I think they're black pintos. I'm not entirely sure. I never bought them before. But I ended up grabbing the fuel from there and putting them into this space. But I'm kind of debating on what I want to do with them right now. If I should move them over there temporarily. But I'm unsure. They're doing just fine here though. They've been popping off. They're doing okay. And I don't know. I'm debating on that. And what I want to do on them. But other than that, guys, we're good. Here we go. Oops. I don't know what happened, but there's this. I wish you can focus a little bit better. There you go. I promise you, in person it looks a lot better than in the video. But and she's a mama too. But she looks really beautiful to me, and that's all I care about, to be honest. And the mono's still doing up here just fine. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll keep you guys updated on this tank for sure, though. I may end up putting maybe more. I really don't want to make this tank be crowded like I did with this tank. I don't want it to be too crowded because I want to make it easier for me to see them and be able to grab them, if anything. And look at that one over there. Yeah, you're not gonna probably see him, but it's a really beautiful baby dark blue boat over there. So cute. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Doing wonderful on this day. And if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe if you want to follow me on this journey. The future plans on this Caridina, my Neos, and any other future aquatic pets I will have in the future. Will definitely help me out. If you give them a follow, put some suggestions or your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Signing out, guys. Oh yeah, also I'm probably gonna keep this video a little bit longer, and I'm just gonna show you some longer clips on these shrimpies that I have here. Yeah, so you guys can see. I can put maybe some music in the background. Yes, just gonna be watching the shrimpies over here that I have. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time and in the next video. See you guys. Signing out.